we're going to talk about three different things. One is some examples of the work that Applied has done in software development and integration. Secondly, we'll talk about the how it is that we do this work and become part of your team and make projects a success. And then we'll talk about the why customers work with Applied for their IT and software development activity. At the end, there will be a Q&A, and I would encourage you in your GoToMeeting window there, feel free to type in questions, and then we'll take them at the end. So let's begin.
I would like to quickly cover the three areas of which make up the Applied pillars. First is top talent. We have full-time engineers and IT experts to fit your project or fit into your team and attack any problem head-on. Second is total technology. We deliver the technology and tools to power both your engineering department and your entire business. Third is absolute adaptability. We are built to scale so we can flex to fit your work style and project needs. We would now like to tell you about Applied, and here is a short 3-minute video before we get into the topics for this session.
Whether you're talking about a team of people or mechanical parts of a machine, one thing is certain. In order to work properly, they have to fit. A square peg in a round hole? Nope. Oil and water? Not going to happen. At Applied Engineering, it's our business to make sure that we fit with your plans, people, and projects. We achieve this by combining top talent, total technology, and absolute adaptability, creating a custom solution just for you, when you need it and where you need it. Why Applied Engineering? We thought you'd never ask. You see, the speed of business can be a complicated mosaic of custom software, machines, and computers, and sometimes you need a team of professionals to help you navigate it. That's where we step in. It takes the right people with some of the best minds in the business to help you turn your ideas and dreams into physical products. Our team of engineers will work with your product development team to design your products, fitting within your timelines and budgets. Then we work with your manufacturing team to improve processes, design tooling, optimize workflow, and increase efficiency. And to increase overall productivity, our programmers will write custom software to replace spreadsheets, secure your data, and give you the information you need when and where you need it. Our talented team will help you implement industry-leading design and manufacturing software, saving you time and money throughout your design and manufacturing processes. We reduce the paper pileup by digitally scanning your large format drawings and blueprints and making them searchable and accessible. We install and support industry-leading servers, storage, backup, and networking equipment to help keep your data secure, accessible, and efficient. We're the only firm with the talent and technology to fit your project, your process, and your culture. Our ability to be adaptable to any work situation allows you access to our technical experts directly, so support for your engineering and technology systems is only a phone call away. We also offer standard classroom training on a variety of engineering software, as well as customized training to fit your unique needs. Visit one of our training centers, or we'll bring our mobile training lab to your site. By providing engineering and IT expertise, as well as software, IT infrastructure, and training, we virtually and literally support every facet of your product's lifecycle. Applied Engineering is the modern solution to your engineering, design, or IT challenges. Our dedication and commitment to fitting your timeline, budget, and specific project scope is something we stand proudly behind today and have since we started doing business in 1986. We are the only firm with the talent and technology to fit your project, your process, and your culture every time. Visit GoApplied.com to learn more about how we can help you or how you can join our team.
So as you just heard, Applied Engineering is an engineering and technology services company. We have our primary offices in Fargo, Bismarck, and Minneapolis. And we serve clients all across the upper Midwest. In this presentation in particular, you'll learn about our team of software developers and project managers that are here to help clients through the unique projects and the the demand that sometimes overwhelms their current staff. So let's talk about application development and the value that it brings to our clients. Excuse me. We'll start with a couple of examples of some projects to give you an idea of maybe some real life scenarios. One of our clients is the IT department of a government agency. Their systems are directly tied into other law enforcement government agencies. And when I talked to them here a few months ago, they consider this system this integration to be of life and death importance. So it's very important to them, and we're thankful that they trust us to really do that work for them. If this system is not operational, different agencies in the organization won't have the time and information that they need to do their critical work. So Applied's software team has been their primary source of not only software development, but also operating as senior project managers to help them prioritize and manage some of the individual tasks and teams. So for this customer, we're not only using our database and software development and our application development skills, but what is most important is that we can rapidly become really an immersed part of their cohesive team to ensure that there's long-term success of some of these integrated projects. So that's one example of an organization where we integrated system to system. And here's another example of one of our customers in Minnesota is a manufacturer, and their engineers use the Autodesk product, a very popular 3D modeling tool from Autodesk, and they use that to design and model their equipment. As is the case in most situations, some of these departments have really critical information, proprietary information within their design software, which has a lot of value to the rest of the organization. Applied, just for that purpose of sharing that information, Applied built an application-to-application interface which receives information from this customer's accounting and manufacturing software so that the engineers use the agreed-upon consistent part numbers for their design, and then once the product is fully designed, the bill of materials is sent back to the accounting software so that it's 100% accurate, and the purchasing team, the engineering team, the accounting team, everybody is using the same data for purchasing, ordering, and costing analysis. And so, rather than being separate entities, they're all working together on the same integrated solution. So this is just another example of a unique API within the software that was used to rapidly integrate application to application. I think you'll find that if any device or application has a network connectivity or has a port, that you'll find that Applied Engineering can integrate all that together. So how this is done, that's Josh's expertise. I'll turn it over to Josh, and he can talk about how Applied is successful in helping our customers.
Yeah, thanks again, Aaron. So the items I will be covering here in the next 3 slides, when used together, allow us here at Applied to achieve operational excellence. First and foremost is the Applied team. Our team consists of professionals. When combined, creates a diverse set of skill sets that can be leveraged to basically take on any task. I will break down the team a bit further. We have software developers ranging from junior through senior levels in years of experience and expertise. The existing variety of programming languages complement each other well and allow for collaboration amongst the team whenever they need it. I listed just a few of the languages that we work with here, but please keep in mind that we work with a number of other programming languages outside of this list as well. We have system administrators, also ranging from junior through senior levels, both in years of experience and expertise. Again, our system administrators have an in-depth knowledge on a variety of different systems, including but not limited to Unix, Linux operating systems, and Windows operating systems. The experience stems from years of experience working with both small businesses running anywhere from 1 to 2 servers, all the way up to enterprise levels of systems used by local and state governments and world-class manufacturing organizations. We also have business analysts that are well-versed in digging into your processes and existing systems, then taking those findings and preparing a plan or solution that is perfect fit for your organization. We have project managers that make sure the projects of any size remain within budget and timeline for delivery. We have customer management that focus on new projects, make sure that we have the correct skill sets to provide continued high quality services and products. And we can't forget about human resources, who play a very important role in making sure we obtain and maintain our well-grown team members. I want to make an important point regarding our team. When you come to Applied for professional services, you aren't just getting one resource, but instead you are getting a team of professionals. Our team is flexible, and it allows for us to become closely integrated with your existing team. Whether your project requires an additional resource to be located on-site at your location, or if the preference is to have the project driven from an Applied location, our team members have the collaboration means and development tools necessary to keep the projects moving smooth. Moving on to the next slide, I will now touch on the Applied process. We strive to follow a set of standard processes, as we have found that making sure all steps are followed, no matter how small of a task it may seem, produces a successful result for our customers. One of those processes is the software development lifecycle. There are many different versions of the software development lifecycle, and organizations tend to use it in different ways. We have found that the 5-stage cycle displayed on the screen covers the specific areas needing attention when developing a piece of software from the ground up. First off, the requirements analysis. Basically, the requirements gathering and analysis phase. This sets the tone for what is both wanted and needed for the software to be useful in the end. Secondly is the design. This is a key component in making sure the system meets all of the defined requirements and that it will also work within the customer's working environment. Next is basically the development phase, the physical process of creating the software, often referred to by customers as the step where you get to start seeing your creation come to life. Next is testing, one of the most important steps after development has begun. At Applied, we do not take this step lightly, as it is a key factor in a successful software implementation. Maintenance, last step on the slide here. After the software has been implemented, there are times when a process sticks out or an efficiency is brought to light. At that time, we can revisit functionality on a case-by-case scenario with the customer to determine if any revisions would be beneficial. Project management is one of the processes that oftentimes account for only 10% of the project, but always pays for itself by reducing the overall cost of the project due to risks that were not accounted for without utilizing the project management process. A key step in our project management process is choosing and following a development methodology that best fits the project. We have found a preference in using the Agile development methodology as it creates cycles and quick delivery of a working product. Our customers have mentioned the appreciation of being involved and up to speed with the short development sprints typically associated with this Agile methodology. However, I do want to mention again that our team is flexible and utilizes our customer standard methodologies as well, while working closely with both teams. Moving on to the next slide, I will now cover some of the tools used at Applied. Some of the tools that we use very heavily at Applied come from the Atlassian suite of products. By using a suite of products, we have found that these tools integrate nicely with each other and allow for the efficient flow of project management. Within the Atlassian suite of products, the first tool we use is Jira. Jira is used for issue tracking. Every issue, task that needs to be completed can be entered and assigned to a team member. That issue can have time estimates and priorities entered to allow for team members to know what issues need to be worked on and in what order. Those issues can then be grouped and defined as development sprints. A key functionality of Jira is being able to utilize burn down reports, which provide up-to-date information on the status of any given development sprint. The next tool you'll see listed here is Bamboo. This tool is a continuous integration, deployment, and release management tool. I guess simply put, this is a tool that allows for efficiency by automating new version builds, tests, and releases. The next item on the list here is Bitbucket. Bitbucket is the version control tool that we use, and it significantly reduces the level of manual tasks that would be required with multiple developers working on a single project. allowing collaboration on code with comments and pull requests, a code management repository that allows for team development. We also have a number of tools developed in-house that allow for automated reporting for both internal use and for the customer to provide updates on the status of any project. These include things like the number of hours spent on a project, the number of hours remaining, project cost versus budget, etc. Again, our team is flexible and has experience working with many other development and project tools. This allows us to fit, and we are comfortable working with our customers' tools and processes as well. I will now hand things back over to Aaron to cover the topic of why Applied.
All right, thanks, Josh. So we've got good tools, good processes, great talent in the organization, and I guess the question is why Applied? Why do customers choose Applied? It really goes back to the mission statement of the company, and that's we have the top talent, got the top technology, and the adaptability. And so, organizations like that kind of flexibility, like that kind of skill. So, a couple of reasons why Applied. First of all, it's it is our mission. But when you bring an Applied developer or a project manager into your project or onto your team, you really get, and Josh mentioned this too, you really get access to the full experience of everyone in the organization, and that gives you really a breadth of knowledge, a breadth of experience, a fallback position, somebody that you can really count on, an organization that you can really count on to help deliver that kind of experience. We do projects that are challenging. If our customers had the staff and the experience for all of their IT work, Applied wouldn't really have a role. But when we get involved and projects get difficult, and sometimes it involves new technologies that our customers' team, it's not like they can't learn them, but they're just getting up to speed on a specific technology, and we really have the advantage of having experience with lots of other projects and lots of other organizations and access to really great technology and great teams, so that we can work in these difficult roles, difficult projects, and we can take these projects forward much more quickly. And as we work on them, like I just mentioned, we get involved in the latest technology. We can bring that experience with us and transfer that new technology experience over to you. On occasion, projects are a one-time event, and it's very difficult for an organization to try to ramp up and get educated, get knowledgeable, get the right tools in place for a one-time software development event. It might be for a specific industry activity. It could be for an integration of a single customer, or whatever the case might be. But having access to an organization like Applied and our team really gives you that access to be able to deliver on a one-time event or a one-time software development project where maybe you don't have the expertise, or maybe you're integrating systems with somebody outside of your organization and you need a specific skill set. So we're here to fill that role and have the experience to really be immediately effective in that kind of a situation. Another thing is that technology comes and goes, and it's getting faster all the time. Some technology companies are winners. We can think of some of those, and some technology companies are not always winners. So sometimes they go away, and fortunately, we get involved in all of them. And so when the time comes to sunset an application or sunset a technology, spool it down, there's often a maintenance phase where your team, our customer's team, they want to get tooled up on new technology and the next thing and go forward, and that's a great strategy. So Applied often fills the role of a maintenance project, software development, maintenance, and ongoing support during the sunset phase of an older application or older technology, and then that frees your team up, frees our customers' teams up to really move forward, get onto a new technology, but yet have the stability of making sure that that application, that technology is maintained until its end of life. Another why to work Applied is what I just call elasticity, and that is where we're there to be flexible. While it's difficult to hire IT staff, it's even more difficult to find somebody that's great and then have to let them go once they're hired, during a slow period or when a project is complete or something along that line. Applied can fill and often does fill that role of elasticity that allows you to keep your core team and keep them together, keep that really a solid, well-functioning team, and then bring Applied in and then out again, of course, during high resource requirements. And that's really the key, is that when projects are over, Applied goes away, and all the knowledge is transferred over to you, and then that's a great way to work in some of these projects. So that's some of the what, how, and the why. And I think we're right on schedule here. I would encourage you to, if you have questions, type them into the questions queue, and then we can, Josh and I will look for those questions now, and we'll take those and answer them. If we don't have time, or if you have other questions, we can take them offline as well. So, Josh, let me go to the next. Are there any questions? Do we have any questions in the queue?
Yes, it looks like we got one here. It says, I have a budget for a programmer and I don't have approval to hire full-time. Is this something that I can look to you for a resource for a long-term commitment? Yes, I would say absolutely. We are flexible in working with all sorts of project timelines and durations. We have projects that range from anywhere from 1 to 2 weeks, all the way up to multi-year. So yes, we are very comfortable with long-term project commitment, and we strive to basically make sure all of our projects run smooth from start to finish, no matter what the duration is. Good question.
Here's a question that came in from me. What's typically the first step in getting engaged with Applied? Well, that's my primary role at the organization, is to be kind of the front line, the voice of the customer, the first and primary contact for our IT customers. So with my background, it's my responsibility, my role to work with you to, first of all, define what the project might be and what kind of a fit I might have within our organization. As you saw with the tools and the processes that Josh has in place, it's always a great idea to get involved relatively early, because even the analysis phase, the needs and the requirements gathering phase really starts from that first conversation. So I would encourage our customers to, with any question that you might have, any opportunity that you might have in a project like this, to get in touch with us as soon as you can. Once in a while, you have a kind of a long-term vision. I think I'm going to need a role like this in, let's say, maybe in 6 months or something along that line. And if we know about that ahead of time, we are really well able then to either schedule a resource like that, or if we don't have an exact skill set, we have a great HR team that is always out recruiting and has a nice pool of applicants. So we would encourage you to get in touch with us well in advance of a need that you might be seeing out there, because we can oftentimes find really a very close fit to what it might be that you're looking for.
Excellent. Looks like I got one more that came in here as well for me. I'll handle this one. Aaron, why would I use Applied versus a temp, say through a staffing agency services, looking for a developer? We get that question quite a bit, actually, and I guess I always feel that the long-term relationship is one of the key benefits when working with Applied versus a temp agency. With this long-term relationship, our team becomes integrated with your team, and the level of knowledge of your systems grows. It allows us to create efficiencies for any future requests or projects that come about. basically easy, you know, for us to pick up where we left off type situation as well. And then, like we mentioned before, you know, you are getting access basically to a team rather than just a single resource itself. So you get the team environment as a whole. Good.
Yeah, and that there's a good, like you said, there's a good team environment. Getting access to all that additional technology as well, that really gives the customer the best experience possible and kind of a full technology suite. Okay, and let's check for any other questions. I don't see any at the moment. If you have other questions, feel free to use our Contact Us page at the Go-Applied website. We'd be glad to take your questions offline. Thanks for your time today.